Hey guys! Today we're going to make a project that I call Robot Chicken. This chicken over here is going to be directed around the screen with some hand-drawn arrows. I'll show you how it works. So we draw some arrows like this for up. Chicken goes up. And if I draw left arrow, chicken go left. And the object of the game is to use these to get the chicken in the coop. There. Okay, so there's a few new things we need to learn to do that. The first thing is how to make a sprite broadcast a message. So we'll try it out on a fresh one over here. Got my cat. Going to add me a chicken. What a beautiful chicken. So for this to work, we need to make it so that these two guys can communicate, and they do that using messages. So I'm going to get the cat sprite to transmit a message. It's under this events thing. When I click on the cat, I'm going to broadcast a message, and while I'm at it, just to make it clear, I'll also say something to Rooster. Hi, how are you? Okay, I'll test that out. Click on the cat. Hi, how are you? And we haven't added any code for the rooster yet. So I'm going to click down here on the rooster sprite and do when I receive a message, then say fine, thanks. Okay, so when I click on the cat, hi, how are you? And then the rooster responds with fine, thanks. This stuff is under the events section of your Scratch. So take a look again. Here we've got the sprite. It's broadcasting a message. I could name this message if I wanted. Greet Rooster. And then over here on the rooster, I have if I receive greet rooster, then I'm going to say something. Okay, so we're going to be using that in this project. Test it out for yourselves and see if you can get that to work. You can use whatever characters you want and have them speak whatever you'd like to each other. So pause this video for a second and get that working in Scratch. Oh, the URL you want to do that is machinelearningforkids.co.uk/Scratch, or you can go to your Machine Learning for Kids and under any project you click on Make and then open Scratch Tree this way. Oops, like that with the blue button. Okay, good luck with that. Okay, hopefully you were able to get two characters talking to each other using broadcast messages in Scratch. It's a good thing to be able to know for other little games you want to make that have more than one sprite to make them interact with each other. Alright, so now it's time to get the arrows working. You probably know how to do that by now. Go to machinelearningforkids.co.uk and then go to your projects. I'm going to add a new project and call it Chicken Arrows. You can call it whatever you like. It's going to be recognizing images. The arrows that we'll draw are images. So you should be knowing a little more about machine learning now. This process should feel familiar. First, you gather images that you're going to use for training, and then you're going to train a model and then make something with Scratch. The inputs for this model are going to be arrows in 3 directions. So we're going to have 3 sets of labeled images. Those are going to be up, left, and right. up, left, right. Okay, and you probably maybe had experience with this last week. I'm going to use the draw, and I'm going to add some up arrows, maybe vary the location, kind of how you naturally draw them because you're going to be the one playing the game. Some lefts. Don't mix up your lefts and rights like I did last time. If you do manage to mess it up, like this pesky left that's in here among the rights, you can just delete them with this little button. So get collecting and pause the video. You're going to want at least 20 examples of each to make it work well. Hi, so hopefully you've got your images collected, and I probably don't need to tell you at this point that the next step is going to be training the model. I already did one before, so your screen will look like this. Click Train New Machine Learning Model, and I think it might be time for some relaxing hold music. Just kidding. Let's start working on our Scratch project while we're waiting. Make Scratch 3. Hello, cat. Don't want cat. I like this particular chicken. If you want to choose another animal, that's fine. Chicken. The reason I like him though is because he's got this nice background with the coop and the colors are matchy. Okay, so he's here. We figured out how to broadcast messages to him. And now we're going to make him move around depending on different messages. So let's say when receive message left, we're going to get the chicken to move to the left. Let's see how this works. Oh, we need something to broadcast the image. So let's add another sprite. How about a pig for now? Oh, there's no pigs. Balloon. Cheesy Puffs. Cheesy Puffs. Broadcast left. Okay. Okay, great. Rooster go left. Now I'm going to add another message for right. Kind of getting the pattern here. I need to implement that on the rooster. Right. Motion. Oh wait, he's moving left. He's moving right. Oh. Left. Right. That's not right. Cheesy Puffs. When I click broadcast left, rooster is going right. Dope. Alright, we can't have that. I'm going to switch this out because it works more naturally for me when I say when the sprite is clicked. Rooster should go left. Rooster's going right. No, 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 no. Okay, rooster. When I receive left, let's try first changing the direction. That way, that way. Okay, he's going left. I need to do this thing where we switch the direction. Rotation style. going left. Okay, I'm going to change the cheesy puff so I can test out going right, going left. Oh dear. So when I receive right, I want to point in direction 90. That looks good. And we're missing one more piece. Anyone know what it is? Well, we want to be able to go up the screen too. Gotta climb those steps for the coupe. For up, I think we're gonna have to use an XY. Where's my motion? Here we go. Change X, let's try that out. Up, I gotta put an up over here on the cheesy puffs. It's going right. So I guess that's not right. I must be changing the wrong coordinate. So let's try it with Y. Up! Okay, that's looking good. Alright, so now I'm able to get my rooster to go around depending on whether I select a left message from the cheesy puffs or a right message from the cheesy puffs or an up. Okay, pause the video and see if you guys can get that part working. Cheesy puffs and chicken. Alright, so hopefully you've got that working, and let's go and see if our magical machine learning has finished. Yes! Alright, I'm going to give it a quick test. Left arrow, left, 82% confidence. Let's try up. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So, in my Scratch, I'm now going to start using these machine learning blocks, which you've used before. Cheesy puffs. We're not going to actually use the cheesy puffs in the final version because we're going to be using the costume on the character so that it can tell, so you can see our drawings for left and right and stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to say, you can, oh, we can keep that guy. Events. When this is clicked, I'm going to check what the machine learning algorithm thinks. So I'm going to use this and the say command. Okay, the thing we're going to be checking against is this green costume image. I want to see if the costume image, what the costume image is recognized as. Okay, I'm going to run it. Well, I think cheesy puffs are right. That's interesting. I'm going to add some actual arrows and see if we can get that to work. So let's try right. Doesn't look too good. So what I think I really need to do is make the arrows look a little more like they did in the examples we made. So let's make this black and make the line a little less thick and test it. Left. Alright. How about this? Left. Oh dear. Oops. Very D. Not really what I wanted. Up. Alright. Cheesy puffs, be gone. Alright. Now this is looking kind of good. I'm going to make it so that when I change the costume, the rooster moves. So click on the arrow sprite and then go back to code. Okay, so we're going to be using the innards of this block with some control. It'll be an if statement. I like kind of having this around, so I'm going to keep it for the moment just for debug purposes. So we're going to check if two things are equal, and the two things we're going to check are if the image which is on the costume is recognized as left. For now I'm just going to test it out with going left. Change my costume, run that, left, going left. Okay, super, that means my logic's right, but we're not actually going to just do a say, we're going to broadcast a message to the chicken to get the chicken to move left. So that's under events, broadcast left. Alright, let's go chicken. I feel like this chicken maybe is going a little too slow. I'm going to add the background and see how it looks. I think I found this under farm. There we go. See, look how at home this chicken looks. I'm going to move him down here. Let's see about moving him a little left. Go on, chicken. Go on, chicken. Alright, so it's not very satisfying to play this game right now. I have to click it and then wait a long time. So I'm going to do two things. One is to remove the debug statement. That might make it a little faster in one respect, yeah, because I don't have to wait for those 2 seconds. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to finish this off with the left and right, with the up and the right. So pause this video and try that out. Okay, knowing you clever little people, I'm sure you have this working nicely. I'm going to test mine now. Left chicken. Up chicken. Let me get some right chicken. What? Let me get some right chicken. What? Okay, looks like my right is not working too well. And actually, what I would do normally is put a debug statement in here just to make sure it's actually the machine learning that's having the problem rather than the code. Let me just do that real quick. Costume. Right chicken. Left. Okay, so this shows that my machine learning model is not cooperating. I'm going to go back here to the test area and see if there's really a problem with my right arrows. Right. Look at that. Left, 90% confidence. So what I'm seeing here is that there's a problem with the way I've trained this model, and I'm going to have to go back and train more right arrows. Okay, so I just go in here, draw. I'm sure you've discovered at this point that the more data you have, the more accurate your machine learning model is going to be, and the easier it will predict things correctly. I could do this all day. If only I got paid to do this. Okay, so you guys know how to do this, and I'm so amazed by how great you've been picking this stuff up. So we go back into the train session, delete the model, and I'm going to train a new one. In the meantime, I want to make my rooster get to the coop and make a pop sound so I know that he's gotten there. So I'm going to pop him here and see if we can put some code in there. The event is when that little green flag is clicked. We need to say if we're touching, where's my operators? My control. Okay, if statement, if sensing, if we're touching the color, and the color is going to be here, the inside of the chicken coop. Then I'm going to make a sound, play pop. Okay, now we got to try and get him over there. Okay, let's go, rooster. Oh, my model's training. I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, I almost died while I was waiting, but my model has finished training. So let's see. Right? Right. Make sure it hasn't messed up the other ones. Left. Ooh, that's not a very nice up arrow. Up. Okay, I'm happy enough. Let's try with the chicken side. Add me a right arrow. Not that right arrow. There's one. So just a note, as you can see the numbers of different things that I have. So I've got 17 left, 31 right, and 18 up. This is really a very, very small number if you would compare to like a professional machine learning project, which would have thousands of examples. So I recommend you start with a few, and probably some stuff won't work, and then you got to come back and collect more data. And if you're working in pairs, it's good to switch and get the other person's hand, which will be a little different. But the more data you collect, the more accurate your model will be in doing prediction. Okay, where are we? Alright, chicken, let's get you over into this coop. I'm going to take off that debug statement since everything's working and it's really slowing things down. Up a little bit. Up chicken. Left chicken. Okay, cool. So that's a fun little project. You can get your friends to try playing it, and I hope you're starting to see how the magic of machine learning works and getting an idea of how you can make these kinds of things, how you can teach machines things like image recognition or language recognition, and we have a lot more to do. So see you next week.